Hey y'all, so here is a new feature I want to um, provide for you here on my channel. It's going to be a weekly um, reading that I do on camera for you guys just to sort of set up your week and give you uh, an analysis of the energies at play in our lives and in our world, just to kind of help you out and give you a heads up. So this week I've decided to use the Andy Warhol Lenormand cards, and I've already shuffled them. I'm going to throw down 4 cards and read them for you. So the first card is, let's see, the clouds. The second card is the birds. The third card, is the anchor. And the fourth card is the skies. So, this is going to be your reading for this week. Today is the 10th. So from Sunday the 10th to Saturday the 16th. The first card here we have is the clouds. And whenever I say the clouds, I think of that episode of Avatar, The Last Airbender, where the kids learn that they can shape their own future in the same way that they shaped the clouds when Madame Wu, the fortune teller, was doing her cloud readings. So the theme for this week is all about breaking through blockages in order to shape a new future for yourself. The clouds, I also associate the clouds with memory, because now in the new day age of the internet and iPhones, everything's stored in the cloud, the cloud. So there may be some painful memories or something you're holding on to that you're going to have to release from the cloud. Just let it go, let it float away in order to move forward. So what's really going to help you and benefit you, here we have the birds. The birds is all about good communication. You want to stay away from gossip. You don't want to speak evil. The little monkey, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. You really don't want to speak no evil. I want you to, this is a good week for practicing affirmations, because sometimes these birds talk about a couple, but here, these 2 birds, that's you and your inner self. That's your inner monologue, or your higher self and your conscious self, your subconscious and your conscious, however you want to put it. Be very conscious of yourself, of negative self-talk. Anytime you start thinking a negative thought, I'm fat, I'm ugly, just immediately stop, and you replace it with a positive thought. I'm beautiful, I'm attractive, I'm charming. Also, the birds is telling me what's going to help you is, once you get yourself in the right frame of mind, I want you this week to go ahead, sit down, write an affirmation. Think of an affirmation that goes along with something that you want to manifest. For example, right now everybody's worried about money because of this whole coronavirus, COVID-19 thing. A lot of people aren't working. A lot of people are unemployment. A lot of people are working less hours. They're worried how they're going to pay their bills. So I want you to, so you might say something like, money flows to me from sources known or unknown. You can make it as long or short as you like, as long as you firmly plant this seed in your mind that money is coming to you. It's preordained. It's going to happen. It's in the unmanifest, and you're going to manifest whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're hoping for. The birds is also telling me that you need to focus on effective communication. Learn to ask for what you want and what you need. Don't assume people know. Don't assume, don't play this, well, if you don't know what's wrong, I'm not going to tell you. This is a time to be open and honest with people, especially, the birds talk about companions, so especially if you're in a relationship, be honest with your partner right now. This Tuesday we have the Venus Retrograde coming up at 21 degrees Gemini, and so people are going to be really having difficulty communicating with their lovers or communicating about love. So if there's someone in your life uh, romantically, this is a good time to just have open up the lines of communication and have a very open, honest conversation with them about where you are in your relationship, what's working for you, and what's not. Um, the next card we have is the Anchor. And we all know what an anchor is. Anchors are used on ships. What do? Anchors weigh ships down. They're heavy. They keep the ship from going where they need to be. Sometimes that's a good thing. In a storm, you want to anchor yourself so you don't get blown away somewhere. But in this context, what's really not going to work for you is not releasing what weighs you down. If there's a burden on your heart or mind, you need to release it so that you can move forward on the cosmic tides to a place that's better for you. Even sometimes we don't think of things as a burden. For example, if you keep thinking the same things, saying the same things, and doing the same things, and not getting the result that you want, then you need to change what you're thinking and saying and doing. And the anchor represents these things that are weighing us down, these blockages that are holding us back. And remember, the cloud, our theme for this week is all about breaking through blockages so that we can forge a new path, write a new future for ourselves that we manifest. And the last card here is the Scythe. The Scythe is all about cutting. Sometimes all these cards have their high vibrations, which are good interpretations, and low vibrations, which may be considered negative. Sometimes cutting can be a negative experience, but it has a positive result. For example, having surgery to remove cancer from yourself. They're going to have to cut you open to get this out. So at the end of the week, you may feel like, you've been cut open and some part of you has been removed. But what's been removed from you is, if you've done the work here, is all the negative thinking, the negative self-talk, the wrong actions, the wrong words that have become a part of your being but which don't serve you. Cut this out. The Scythe is all about severing unhealthy ties. This means people, in addition to your thoughts, words, and deeds. Sometimes we attach ourselves to people who aren't good for us, who are not in our best interests, and they weigh us down. Sometimes unhappy people like to hook up with or attach themselves to other unhappy people because it makes them feel like they're not alone. And if you're an unhappy person attached to another unhappy person and you're trying to shift your consciousness to choose happiness and to step into a future where more happiness, more abundance, and more love is not only possible for you, but is probable, then that person is going to try to stop you and block you at every chance because for whatever reason, they're not ready to move forward. They're not ready to heal. So this is going to be a week in which you may have to, cut ties with negative people that either consciously or unconsciously don't want you moving forward into a new and better future for yourself. Anyway, that is your Lenormand reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video, comment on it, and I hope to do this again for you next Sunday with a weekly reading. I may experiment with using a different mode of divination each week. Maybe one day do bone reading, one day do tarot, maybe do runes, so that you get more of an experience of seeing someone who works with these tools actually use them. Anyway, that is your reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed this and have a great day.